guys, yep, you. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know how to think of it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the assembly for the 2021 homecoming. It's going to be out of this world. We've got an awesome week ahead of us, but let's start off with some athletic events for this week. But first, a big thank you to Channel 15 for helping us out with live streaming this event. We couldn't have done it without you guys.
Good job, Brianna! Tonight, come and support sophomore, JV, and varsity volleyball at home. We'll be playing against Linn-Mar. On Thursday, cross-country girls and boys will race in the MVC meet at Irv Warren Golf Course in Waterloo. And on Friday, our boys varsity golf team will compete in the state meet at Beaver Hills. There will be a sophomore football game at the Hauser Field right before the varsity football team takes on Dubuque Hempstead at the homecoming game in the UNI Dome. The game theme will be a spirit out, where seniors wearing black, juniors wearing red, and sophomores wearing white. And the coronation will be at halftime. And finally, good luck to the marching band at their band festival, as well as sophomore volleyball in their tournament at Cedar Rapids, Kennedy.
This Saturday, October 8th, will be our homecoming dance. The dance will be held at Orchard Hill Church from 8 to 11 p.m. You must bring your ID, and doors will be closed after 9 p.m. Tickets are $5 and must be purchased in the main office by 3:30 this Friday, October 8th. They will not be sold at the door. Be sure to have all detention served prior to this Friday.
Now, on to the themes of the week. Yesterday's theme was Space Jam Day. I hope you were all comfy. Today, you grabbed your time machine tickets and are ready to travel in time. Thanks for wearing your best retro and futuristic fashion. Tomorrow's Cowboys versus Aliens, so brush off your cowboy hats and your boots or your favorite antennae and get ready for the space rodeo. Thursday's theme is Superstar Thursday. Dress up as your favorite athlete, celebrity, or be your own superstar. And finally, Friday will return back to our planet Earth, where the spirit is among us. Seniors wear black, juniors wear red, and sophomores wear white.
For this year's exchange students, we have Bertha Lugengay from Tanzania, who's being hosted by Karen and Joe Newcomb. Diego Martin from Spain, who's being hosted by the Darst family. Jens Holm Lindholt from Denmark, being hosted by the Gassman family. Ellie Sawada from Japan, hosted by the Vernooy family. And Joris van den Heuvel from the Netherlands, hosted by... You will all be provided with a Cedar Falls homecoming shirt.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, introducing our homecoming court.
This first candidate has spent his high school days in some highly unusual places. A last-minute outing with Dad that ended with alligators surrounding their van while stuck in the mud for 4 hours in middle of nowhere, Florida, is one very unusual place to find yourself between hours and hours in the gym. Besides alligators and all-wheel drive and recovery, he's also found a too-fast-for-you set of wheels to cruise through the halls on these days. He doesn't plan to slow down despite unusual places. These days, you can find him in some more usual places of high school, zipping through classes and supporting the Tigers from the sidelines and typing up the latest sports story for the Highline. Jackson Hansen with parents Jessica and David.
Ready? All right. For those of you who know this next candidate very well, you know that when he finds things he likes over the years, he sticks with them. Whether it be his friends, some of whom he's had since kindergarten at Hanson Elementary, his clothing including his favorite gray powder-horn sweatshirt, which over the past 4 years he has gone through a size medium, 2 larges, and is now sporting an extra large. He also has a UNI purple knit winter hat that his friends constantly remind him he is wearing since the 5th grade. I guarantee you that it is not going anywhere anytime soon, and neither are those old tennis shoes he's wearing today. Like I said, when he finds things he likes, he sticks with them. Hunter Jacobson with his parents Ben and Dawn.
This king candidate has always had a confident, can-do attitude. When he was 3 years old, he wanted to learn to ride a bike. Since he was always watching what the older kids did in the neighborhood and wanted to be just like them, he refused to ride a bike with training wheels. While playing outside one summer morning with all the neighbor boys, he decided that this was the day he was going to learn. He put his bike helmet on, grabbed his brother's bike without training wheels, began pushing and bouncing himself from side to side, and before his family knew it, he was pedaling up the block. They watched in awe as he confidently pedaled the bike as fast as he could. He rode up and down the sidewalks like a pro. As he gained confidence, he rode past his brother and friends, and with a huge smile on his face, he said, "Watch out, guys, this bike is for big boys." Caden Jansen with parents Sarah and Tim.
This next candidate is a rule follower who doesn't like to miss school. When he was about 3 years old, he was being naughty and throwing a big tantrum. His mom took all of his toys and put them on the washer out of reach. She told him he could have them back when he behaved. Surprisingly, it worked, and he's been pretty much staying out of trouble ever since. He also doesn't ever like to miss school. He did have to leave early in kindergarten when he got stung by a bee in his private parts. The nice nurse kept the bee in a baggie so he could take it home with him. He will only miss school and cheer on his classmates in all of their sports. He's a dedicated sports fan. When his beloved Ravens team lost the Super Bowl, he threw all his stuff in the hall to get rid of it and just left it there. There have been many tears shed over these sports teams, but he will also be the loudest fan in the room and may throw some awesome dance moves in. Jake Witham with parents Tara and Jason.
It was very evident at a young age that our next candidate would be a showstopper. His love for characters and music led to some very theme-filled birthday, Halloween, and costume parties. Some of his favorites were Elmo, Luke Skywalker, Men in Black, Prince, Michael Jackson, and who can forget the young Michael Jackson in the classic performance with his fourth grade class at Malcolm Price Lab School End of the Year talent show, singing ABC from the Jackson 5. His affection for the arts and music have allowed him to be involved in some great opportunities. Youth art teams, School of Rock with Cedar Falls Community Theater, several theater productions and one-act plays with Cedar Falls Schools, and he is a two-time All-State winner with the choir, praying for a three-peat. His love for music and the arts is very clear in every aspect of his life. Ahmad Madlock with his parents Edward and Crystal Madlock, and grandmother Becky Thomas.
The next king candidate has always been a jokester, prankster, and comedian. When I say always, I mean always, from the day he entered this world. Immediately following birth, this little guy seemingly did not have a bottom lip. To say his parents were surprised would be an understatement. Many thoughts entered their minds in that brief moment as he looked them straight in the eyes, suddenly began to cry, and out popped the bottom lip he had so cleverly hidden tightly secured in his mouth. Little did they know this was just the beginning of all the shenanigans. From the silly faces in his school pictures to the countless times he has hid and jumped out to scare them just to laugh at their reactions. The corny jokes he used to tell when he was little to the many, many pranks he pulled while exhibiting his iconic poker face. Trey Campbell with his parents Terrence and Kesey Campbell, and grandparent Becky Campbell.
Give them some time. Give them some time. Sneaking water. No, I'll shot it.
Go ahead. This candidate is someone who has a quick-witted, funny personality. A funny story about him is from when he was 4 years old. At a big family gathering, he came out of the bathroom and was asked, "Did you wash your hands?" His response was, "Yes, I washed them in the toilet." Everyone roared with laughter. His dad quickly got up and took him back into the bathroom. Once in the bathroom, he laughed and said, "I didn't wash them in the toilet, I was just being funny." He has been keeping the laughter and fun in the house ever since, with all of us, and with a genuine hello, how are you, or how he learns others' favorite songs to play for them, or kicking butt in Just Dance, he is the best. Ethan Gruning with parents Donna and Ryan.
Right. This first queen candidate has an extremely competitive spirit. Growing up with two brothers, she is always in the backyard playing football, basketball, and baseball. She even talked about going out for football when she was younger. If her brothers were doing something, she was right there copying everything they did. So much so that when one of them did a cartwheel down to the floor from standing on the couch at 4 years of age, she followed right behind them. This didn't turn out so well for her, their first broken arm in the family. Sarah Albaugh with parents Jim and Kara Albaugh.
This candidate was nicknamed Hurricane when she was just 1 year old, as she could enter into a room and ransack it within a matter of minutes and with purpose. She has always completed tasks fast and with an impressive independence, often telling her mom and dad, "I do it." This candidate has always been a fearless adventurer. When she was 5, some kids dared her to walk across the top of her swing set above the ladder rungs, and she did it. Only problem was it had rained the night before, and the swing set was slick. She slipped and fell straight down through the ladder rungs to the ground. She was lucky that she didn't break her neck. She got up, came running into the house, all covered in mud, and exclaimed, "I think I broke my arm." She sure did. Thank goodness one of the family's best friends, an orthopedic surgeon, was at the house with them that day. His girls were the ones who had dared her, and he drove them right to the ER and got them right in, and treated her, by passing a room full of people still waiting to be seen. This candidate has always been one tough cookie. Grace Frericks with parents Trisha and Darren Frericks.
Give them some time.
The next queen candidate has always been an independent, creative person who loves to keep busy with games, workouts, and friends. When she was in elementary school, she started her own basketball basement team called the Swag, complete with homemade jerseys and court markings on the cement floor. Unfortunately, the Swag's only opponent was her big brother, who found great pleasure in swatting her shots and dunking over her. While she didn't win many basement basketball games against her brother, she never hesitated taking him on. The team's Swag jerseys have been retired for several years now, but her love for games and her creative, competitive spirit can be seen in many areas of her life today. Sydney Remmer with parents Chad and Christy.
A couple summers ago, this candidate was very excited to take a trip to New York. She carefully selected her clothes and shoes and crammed everything to her suitcase for the big trip. The family jumped in the car and hurried to the airport in Minneapolis. When they got there and opened the trunk, her suitcase was nowhere to be found. She had forgotten to put it in the car. She swore she had not done it on purpose, but she had to buy all new clothes in Newark to make it through the trip, promising it would never happen again. Until this summer, when she took a trip to Madison and arrived with no suitcase and nothing to wear. Whoops. Coro Castillo with parents Jennifer Cooley and Juan Castillo.
When this candidate was 4, she was totally in love with High School Musical. She had a T is for Troy necklace, was certain she had met the whole basketball team at a Disney World stage show, and even showed up to meet her baby sister in the hospital wearing a fabulous pink Sharpay dress. Before she even started dance classes, she attempted all the choreography. If you were one of her summer coworkers, she probably tried to get you to dance, even if you don't. And although she doesn't pull up to school in a pink convertible with her initials on it like she planned, life still feels like a High School Musical to her. Elise Anderson with parents Heidi and Chet Anderson.
The picture of this queen candidate was most likely taken mid-roll, as this one never liked to sit still. She was always upside down, climbing, flipping, and on the move. When she almost cinched her hair trying to do a backbend at the candlelight church service, it was not surprising. They enrolled her in gymnastics at age 3. She progressed really quickly and joined the competition team. Although she loved gymnastics, she did not like the fact that everyone would be watching her. She was very shy and quiet, and when we talked to other adults, she would stand and hide behind her parents' legs. One meet, she got so nervous she fell off the beam just sitting on it. It wasn't too soon after when she was 8 years old and she was at her state gymnastics meet. Awards had already started, but she had her last event left. Because she thought no one was watching, she nailed it and became the state beam champ. This once shy girl has become quite the surprise to her family and many friends and acquaintances. This candidate is certainly the opposite as she is now, was certainly the opposite as she is now. Miss Social doesn't like to miss out on a thing. Taryn Fitro with parents Kristen and Chad.
I'm scared. You ready? This queen candidate has a flair for presentation and determination. She always wanted a pet, but asking her parents just didn't work. So, in first grade, she wrote a proposal paper requesting a guinea pig. She was allowed to adopt Jojo, the guinea pig, a few weeks later. Then the appeals got bolder when she was 8 years old. She wanted a bigger bedroom. She argued that the walls should be moved and allow her more space, but that was not possible. Then she put together a binder of materials, arguing that she would move into her older brother's bedroom and he should move into the basement. She included lists of her belongings, demonstrations of her skills as decorator, and diagrams of this improved space. She presented this to her family and found that no one could say no, not even her brother, and he promptly relocated to the basement, where it was closer to the police station. This caring and kind young lady always puts others before herself, and she is always wearing a smile. Molly Bavers, with parents Phil and Amy Bavers.
So when we say that, turn around, look to the whiteboard, and find your partner behind you.
I'll let her go there. Congratulations, candidates. Turn around and find your partner behind you and look to the whiteboard. Turn around, find your partner behind you, and look to the whiteboard to find your partner. You're good.
Once our candidates are paired up, and you all know who the 14 of them are, we're going to start to play some games to get to know them better. The pairs will face off against each other and will decide who wants to play the game and who wants to answer a trivia question. If the game players complete their task in under 60 seconds, they will get a point. Then the other team member will have the chance to score an additional point if their answer is closest to the correct answer in under 21 seconds. Partners, please choose who will play the game and who will answer the question.
You guys ready? Ready? Going for it. All right. So first up, we have a game called Tilt-A-Cup. Grace and Hunter will work together against Taryn and Trey to get all 7 cups balanced on top of each other with the ball in the middle before time runs out. This video will show you how it works. Now. Okay, so you're gonna bounce it on the floor, catch it in your cup, take the cup from the bottom, put it on top, and do it again till you get all 7, or close to. You guys ready? You can come up here. It's Grace and Hunter, and then Taryn and Trey. Right in the middle. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Yeah. So only one of you is going to play, and the other things are going to answer questions. Does that make sense? Wait. All right, players, you ready? You get 60 seconds. Go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, on top. Cedar! Other way. Oh, yeah, Grace got it. Yeah, you got it. Grace is just going for it. She's put it in the opposite. You ready? All right, we're good. Skylar. Tell Skylar. Tell Skylar. I can't turn it on. How do I turn this thing back on? All right. Is it on? All right, sorry. Sorry, Grace. Taryn and Trey won that one. So Taryn and Trey get the point. Yeah. Round of applause. Yeah. Yep. You guys can go right back over there. You're good. Yep. Oh, yeah, we have to answer the question. Sorry, that's my bad. All right, so first question. Who's answering? All right. Question number 1. Who are our 4 administrators? You get 21 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, what do you guys have? Okay. All right, Taryn and Trey get that one. It is Mr. Wedgbury, Mr. Benitez, Ms. Spears, and Mr. Becker. Good job, guys. Rachel.
Next up, we have Molly and Ethan versus Coro and Jake in a game called Dizzy Mamu. except we're going to change it up a bit. One of you will have 1 minute to dress the other according to their homecoming attire. Dress in tux edition. Guys dress girls or girls dress guys. You choose. The crowd will choose if you are truly best dressed after 60 seconds. The person being dressed will answer the trivia question, okay? Let's play Dizzy Mummy.
One of you is going to get dressed, and whoever's getting dressed answers the question. Does that make sense?
Okay. Candidates, are you ready?
All right.
Go.
Timer's not going. Oh, Ethan! You didn't get tape. You 15. You can't. 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Oh, it's not 10.
It's on.
Hands off.
Beautiful.
Great job. All right, so let's hear it for our candidates.
Yeah. All right. Who thinks that Molly Nathan won? Okay. Who thinks Coro and Jake won? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give it to Coro and Jake. Congrats, you guys. Coro and Jake get that one. All right. And we're gonna stick around for the trivia question. So, Rappy, get your whiteboards, please. We'll clean up the mess, don't worry about it. Just throw it there. You whiteboard. Whiteboard, right there. Right there. There you go.
Okay.
Genius. Yeah.
Okay. Our second trivia question is, how many AP classes does Cedar Falls High School offer? The countdown starts now. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 17 is the correct answer. Molly and Ethan get a point.
Good job.
I don't know what happened here.
Jake's gonna.
That's okay.
Give them a second.
The next two candidates playing are Elise and Ahmad, showing their abilities in a game of Elephant March against Mrs. Rogers.
Yeah, Miss Rogers. That way. Good.
We're gonna have Elise and Ahmad put pantyhose on their head with baseballs and try to knock over the water bottles.
The video looks.
And this video will explain more.
Watch the video. The water bottle. Want me to?
Okay, so you're gonna have game she was playing either.
You can hype her up.
Yeah. Hype Elise up.
All right.
Oh, look at Rogers.
Elise and Rogers, your time starts now.
Rogers is gonna beat her. Rogers might beat her. Rogers, but she still does it under 60 seconds. Yeah. Those are really heavy balls. They're not tennis balls.
Got it done. Okay, we can cut. All right, that didn't take either of you a minute. You both get a point, but Rogers isn't on homecoming court, so it doesn't really count.
Good job, Miss Rogers. Oh yeah, you have to
Okay.
answer the question as well.
Here is our third trivia question. How many exchange students do we have this year? Do you want a countdown or you got it? Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
Good job. You're a good listener. Woo!
You have to say Elise and Amanda.
Elise and Ahmad at that point.
They have 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay. This game involves teamwork and a high level of precision and accuracy called This Blows. Sarah and Jackson will need to work together against Sydney and Kaden as one partner blows up the balloon and spills all the cups over. You'll get the gist with this video.
It's okay. It's fine. Just put them on the table. Do you want me to explain it? Do you want me to explain it? Sure.
Okay. You guys watching? So you blow the balloon up with with air, fully. Then you use the air in the balloon to knock all of the cups over. You want to get off the table. You want to get as many cups off the table in 60 seconds as possible. You guys can come up. Are they ready? You know who it is. Sarah and Jackson, and Sydney and Kaden. You both go to one table. One of you plays, one will answer a question. Does that make sense? Okay. If not, that's okay. On either side. You're going to start at one end, you'll go to the other. You guys ready? All right, 60 seconds. Go. It doesn't. You just need to get all off. You can do numerous at a time. You can do more than one at a time. You just have to get them all off the table. There you go. Yeah. Oh, they kind of suck. I think Skylar.
There's more in their table.
It's 10 and 10. She's starting. Yeah. She's also just doing it slower. That's okay though.
You can't say 20 seconds.
60 seconds. 60?
You can keep going.
You have time. You have time.
15 seconds.
15 more seconds. Keep going, yeah. 10,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She understand. Okay. Yeah, go.
Should we give it to her?
We can give it to them. We can give it to
The
them.
questions are yesterday.
All right. Yeah.
This is not the final question.
This is not our final question.
This is our 4th question. In what year will our high school be considered the old high school? Your time starts now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10. Are they good?
9.
You guys got it?
You guys ready?
Show your boards.
2026?
2024 is the correct answer. A point for Sarah and Jackson.
All right. We have scores tallied up back there. Let's give a round of applause for our finalists. Yeah. All right, so now that we have out of our 7 winners, we have one final question to determine the winners of this match-off. So, Elise and Ahmad, and Taryn and Trey. You guys can come up here. Yeah. Sorry. All right. So our final question is, how many new teachers do we have to the high school this year? You have 21 seconds. Go. 21. 20. 19. 18.
Yeah.
17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Can we get a drum roll, please, for our final question? And the answer is 10 new teachers. Who's closest?
4, 7.
Is 7 our closest answer?
Seven?
Ahmad and Elise are our
These
winners.
are winners.
All right. So, Elise and Ahmad are the 2021 Homecoming Game Court champions, but we'll have to see who gets the crown. So come join us on Friday at halftime to see the results of your vote.
Thank you, everyone, for coming, and congratulations to all the candidates. Candidates and parents, please stick around for pictures, and everyone else can go home for the day. As always, go Tigers!